It's been a bit of a time jump. It's now day 622. There's a missing episode. I mean, it's not missing, I deleted it, is what happened. Let's cover this all. Oh, by the way, you're going to want to click on your bed because I replaced it. You. Hey. Hey.
Give me back my bed.
It's missing. It's gone.
What?
Anyway. So, while we're ripping all this out, I built a village. I went and got glass from librarians at home. Had this whole plan to... we do get zombies here. I'm trying to think what I mentioned in the video I deleted. The reason I delete... Well, I can cover it as I go. These guys should have enough food. I threw in... whatever it was. Close to a backpack full of bread. So 27 stacks. No, less than that, but close. Assuming they're not throwing it and they're not picking it up, they should have enough to kick their numbers up to a couple hundred. They're all going to be tool guys. A number of them, including one that's probably him, really done is... I think this is the guy. Alright, so here's what happened. Well, I was building this, and then, waiting for glass, because I had to... Yeah, I kept locking up librarians. I had to wait to get more. It takes, like, 12 or 13, 1400 cubes of glass to make one of these this way. The middle is just wood, because that's where the spawning area actually is, but, it's... Oh, and then, of course, well, I can show you from down here. It, instead of ramming iron guys, which we have one, into a cactus, it just, for now, it's just a big hole in the floor. So water pushes them right up to here, they fall down here, and you get that as a result so far. So this thing was my plan. It didn't really... We get zombies here, although it's not very impressive, the numbers, partly because we have so many monster fish down there wrecking our mob cap. So I had this, and for all I know there's zombies down there. I set this up to have... let me get in here where I can sort of look at it from the right direction. Theoretically, bats apparently, spawn in here. And if it's a zombified villager, we can more or less have this open, it follows us, we quickly close it so nothing else follows him, anything else just falls down. Get him trapped in here, there's like a thing, splash him, cure him, push him into... And it occurred to me later, this isn't done, I don't think, let me put my helmet on so I don't die, that with just dumping water at the top, maybe it is done. No, it isn't. Each of those should be a source block, because the kelp actually grows up, and this is all falling water. There's only one source up there, but as those things fill in, it source blocks everything they touch, which it's a slow process, but it technically works. Although I do have ice. I brought that with me. I might even have it on me. No, not actually. It doesn't matter too much. What matters is, yeah, the numbers are just sucking down there, so I just gave up. Resorted to the plan I didn't want to resort to, which was, take a boat. Well, start at home with a boat, and I put in these little braces, basically, so that we could turn the boat without falling down, because it's... Coasting a boat along 1 meter wide is just... It's like driving really slowly on ice when you can't see very well, and you're afraid that anytime you get something wrong, you're going to slide off the side, and that kills not only you and the boat and the villager you had, but then you have to start over with you come back and you get a new boat and you get a new villager. But it's what happened, and I did record it, but the problem is that the journey in a boat from home to here was itself 20 odd minutes just pushing along. and it wasn't how the episode started. So the whole thing was like 45 minutes, and it was just tragically. It was somewhere between massively boring and just frustrating as all hell. So it's gone. You just clicked here, but we could sleep anyway because I'm not sure where we are on phantom busting. Oh, and your bed, if you really care, is in here.
Oh, good.
It's right there. That's some tools I've just sort of bought to free up new villagers. That... Did we record that part? Where we thought we saw a...
That's why you started recording it.
Yeah, that we had over there a couple of 3 or 4 raid people. This is all emeralds. And I got like a stack of cubes on me, so...
It just sort of fizzled.
Yeah, it's like the Bannerman just killed himself. He fell down after I shot him, and when he died on impact, I got his flag, but it didn't count for anything. So yeah, that's how that started, and then it's like, well, if we're gonna, we're not getting that done, and this isn't working, and what the hell, I just went and boated these people. Where's your boat? Do you still just have it?
Yep.
It doesn't really matter, I'm just curious. I don't know if it's still there, but I saw a cat a few minutes ago, so we have enough of a village that there was a cat. I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, as we hack our ways through this, especially at this point, that thing can actually just fall through into the water. They get a little arrested by water. They're not great at moving, but they will if something, and the fish will fight them, as a matter of course. So, we have all this down here. Those will go after him, he'll fight back against them, and they'll just start killing each other, and we should actually get some stuff even as we're working. More iron and whatever. Not too big a deal, but the village itself is, yeah, done. It just needs like another 50 odd, or 150 odd. What do we have now? There's 140 things in front of me, but half of those are going to be fish. I don't know what... There's no good way of aiming this so that we can find out. There's a lot, though, like almost close to 100. 66. I don't know, it's hard to guess. I think we're maybe a third of the way to what we're going to get. As we get it done, well, really once we get it done, because there's no point doing it a bit at a time, really. We'll get all, tear the lid off this. We're already... I took out the lights and kept them with Silk Touch. We're smashing down through, so I mean, you can just... Yeah, I can actually reach that now if I want, so that's a thing. As we get lower on this, a couple more meters of... a couple more levels of what we're doing, it'll start to... We won't just have to put down blocks every time. We'll have those blocks to pick up, because water obviously isn't occupying those spaces. And it's something of a pyramid, so it'll get wider and wider toward the end. We're on, I guess I'll just, use this as an example. We're now on 56, started on like 62 or something, with just water. This is all 58s. Officially, I think those guardians can spawn as low as 39. So we're aiming kind of for that in general, and we'll see what happens beyond that point, if anything. I mean, if we get down to 39 and it's like officially most of them spawn above 39. There might be a couple now and then, but I don't think that's going to hurt as much. So if we get down to 39 and then actually just build in a base that is, and we know we're going to keep it, the water can stay under that. That's 39, by the way, is going to be about halfway down one of those kind of stilts that this is all built on. And at that point, I can rethink how to probably replace this entirely with like glass or something. And what I'll want at that point is a floor down at, say, level 39. Usually, when I'm doing one of these ordinarily, I do about 32, but I also have other means. So I have looked, what the hell, let me just do this for no reason. I have looked through this damn thing. Oh, damn, it's hitching again. And I've poked room to room, and as much as I can do that, I've got a pretty good, if not mending, pick. I do have a mending one, I just don't have it on me because I don't want to get them confused. This is one I bought from I bought a few of them from a tool guy back at home. I have water breathing potions I didn't even think to grab, but whatever.
Yeah, I went looking for the invisibility ones too. So
They're probably in one of my backpacks, which is in my nether box. But, we can just punch through and see what there is. I can't find any evidence of a sponge room in here. I don't know. There might be one. And maybe I just have to be more patient. That's the, car park thing you like. There's really no place in here. I mean, like, what's in here? Just more of the same. I know it's a little bit new, but it's still not. Sponges are usually more on the top somewhere, I think. Sounds right. This is still here. We haven't even got to it. Can I swim through here at all, or I'm about to drown for like no good reason? Let me go undrown. Perhaps. And, yeah, I mean, if there's sponges in there, great, and then we can rethink tactics to make that work. But for now, I've never seen a sponge anywhere in this monument. It's all back outside, I think. So, I'm just proceeding under the assumption we don't have that. Won't have that and have no way to get it in Sky. It's not like we can... There is actually another monument. Like, I think it's that direction. No, it isn't. It's this one. Over here, outside the water, outside the map, on the other side of the kind of buffer void between the teleporty spot and the Farlands, what we're calling Distant Fold. Let me just get somewhere I can actually see. Can't really see it from here. If I go out along that, you can see it, but 300 meters that way or so is a whole other one of these. Doesn't help us. We can't get to it. Tried just even getting to the wall over there to pick up lava, and it's not working. Oh, that's how I got it here, huh? So we know there's no sponges right. Please get in. Please get the hell in. No sponges right here. Oh, for some reason you need a running start to start swimming, and I never get it right. Not what I want. I don't know why they're ignoring me, by the way.
I don't either. It's weird.
I'm kind of... Now I feel left out. Not a lot. None of this is anything. Did I just... No, I'm still underwater, right? I must be. I still got bubbles. I thought I got an air pocket. That was weird. So, I won't rule out the chance that as we rip this all apart, we might happen across a sponge room, but I'm not expecting a lot, because, I mean, where the hell would it be? I'm just not seeing anything. So, whatever. I mean, we don't strictly... What we're doing is working. It's just working really miserably slowly. I got in over here somewhere. Possibly... I don't know what the hell happened. I'll just go this way and see what I get. Well, if nothing else, I can always... I think... Yeah, that connects down there. I can just... Yep, go down and go over and get up. No, don't fall. Oh, there's that. I put that in as a... I was going to put it here, the, up thing, and then I realized I was just going to be fighting fish the whole time I was doing that, so I got a sample off and I moved it over here instead. That probably hurt me up, thanks. You hurt my armor. It was all nice and not scuffed, and then this happened to me. Let me... I don't know why I'm worried about any of this. Go up here and get out of all this. That would be a lag, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. So that's fun. Anyway. Yeah, at this point it really is largely a matter of time as far as, dealing with any of what we're doing. I mean, it's just they grow in. They'll have another. Well, actually, that iron guy may well be what they have right now, and the reason is it's close enough to the village. They think it's still part of the village. As we get lower, I think it has to be like 12 meters away in any direction, including down, before they. Well, and they can also panic and want more than one, but they don't have that many villagers yet. But at some point, it'll be dropping far enough that as soon as it exists, it gets pushed over the edge of the little drain there and falls down. And whether it gets in a fight with a fish or not, it's outside the village by then. Then they just produce more. And, well, you know, back at home, we're getting, every morning, they're producing like 5 or 6 at this point. All at once, and then more throughout the day, so we just never don't have iron. Or roses, for that matter. Yeah, they should have food. Enough to breed them, and half of them are kids right now, so something's going on. And, well, there's a couple of ways to play it at this point, I guess. I mean, this guy is open, so if we have iron, and we do have some, I think, still, maybe not, we can get it, though. Give him iron, get money, turn around, talk to someone who isn't him, like him, where, you know, and just buy 10 hose, throw them on the ground, we don't need them. That'll open him up to 1 iron, and then it just, and eventually we'll have 204, 208, whatever it is, villagers who theoretically all want iron, and we'll have iron coming in because that's what this produces. We'll also have prismarine and, you know, shards and crystals and raw fish. I don't really want fishermen in here, though, because they're hit and miss on whether you can get... Let me go home for a minute and I have some. I'll point out the problem with fishermen. Well, speaking of problems, I meant to do something about that. I checked that scroll like this does work, but occasionally if I'm too quick about it, it catches and thinks. I checked, it's using the drivers from my other mouse, the old one. And so I got to talk to it about not doing that. Not right now, I'm busy, but I should be able to fix it and stop yelling at it. So. Let me in. Should probably wall up the back of this sometime. I don't know. It's just, there's a lag. It's just that. I assume it registered that I wasn't in here anymore, right? Like, get rid of the weird Scooby-Doo flashback thing. I don't know what's going on. Let me out of here. Yep, just still waiting. Can't really... Oh, good. What was that for now? Yeah, the trick with... Oh. Here's the one sheep is... We do have animals. I'm trying to think what the hell we recorded that we didn't delete. We got rid of the turtles. There's none left right now. There's a bunch of animals down there we could talk about. Sheep is producing, wherever it is, wool that gets clipped. We did that on camera. Got a bunch of emeralds stored up here to go with the stack that I have. Got a bunch of... Damn. Actually, no, let me just grab a box. Let's bring some iron with us, because we don't really have it. Iron's light gray, right?
Sure.
I barely need a box if I cube this stuff, but that's just an extra step, so I'll see what I can get. I can't just hit Q to get it out of here because it'll just go over the edge. That doesn't actually help us very much. But here's, you know, a bunch of iron to bring with us and have, but that isn't it. And while I'm here, I might as well do this real quick. Actually, I don't even have to do that. Let me just put the box away. Yeah, the thing with fishermen is they don't... I don't think they ever want fish. Like, there, it's hitching still. Like, out of the box. I can check and see if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. I think, wherever they are. Back here somewhere. Wait. No, that's a shepherd. That's a cartographer. That's a fisherman. You know, coal string. You can give them fish with money to open them up, but you can't. Their first trade is never, hey, we want raw fish. Which means there's no... By the time you find out they don't want raw fish, you have to kill them to get rid of them. There's really no undoing anything about at that point. So that's a trick. Just unload some iron here and get some money real quick. Rebuild my armor too. And if I can see, I don't know if I can, it's going to be... There's a guy I've been getting that's the right price, but it's the wrong one. It's not him. I think it's 31. He's got these, but new 32. Unbreaking 3 is half of what I want. Unbreaking 2. I sort of assume that we'll eventually get something like that over at the new place. Efficiency. That's it. So, give me whatever you can give me. And I'll just, there, he's done. I'll just bring those along because we're going to need them. I mean, we're going to have it. Oh, we're running out of iron. We're going to have a use for it anyway. Go. Go ahead and put these here. We do want stuff still here. It's just, you know, we want stuff in the new place too. So that's that. All of this is, you know, we've got no turtles. We can put them back sometime, or put 2 of them back and let them lay eggs, whatever. Still need to sometime do an ovenator. I'm really kind of, I'm not thrilled how congested this all... We spawned right here. You can probably tell from the compass, although I never confirmed that till now. Compass says it's wavering, so yeah, right here. And then we just started building out from this point, and so all of this redstone stuff is right here, which is kind of stupid, but it's how it is. Actually, give me... Just take this off before it gets scuffed again, I don't need it. And I'll head back to where you are. Which, of course, is... I think I filmed doing this, but if not, you go back into the nether. Eventually. Perhaps. Lag. And if you ever get back out of the nether, head to the fortress. Because that portal, it's not far enough away to be a separate portal, which in its way is okay, because that means you don't have to... It'd be faster to walk through the nether to get to the other portal if they were far enough apart to make that work, but this isn't really slower than that would be. In fact, it might be a bit faster technically, apart from all of the teleporting elements. Head over here to the, you know, blaze spooky thing we haven't been using enough lately, but it's here. Redesign that too, I suppose. We're getting to the point we could talk about using materials we didn't have until more recently. Go into the end. Go across the end where we could also do a bowling ball factory, basically an Enderman dropper. And just get all of the bowling balls immediately. It takes seconds to fill like a double box full of ender pearls. Head over here, and the end portal then doesn't connect to spawn so much as the last bed I slept in, and since that's where you are, it should throw me back into right here. And there we are. So, I've got a bunch of, oh, I'm gonna, well, yeah, let me, still got one iron guy. Which, you know, is about what you'd expect. But yeah, with, oh, I did put away, damn. I don't have a silk touch pickaxe, so I don't want to put down another box out here. I mean, I probably could. I can get it later, but there's one just over here, so I'll just grab what I want. Yeah, the mouse is just, well, trackball is just hesitating a bit. I checked, and the drivers are for the old 570, not the new Ergo, whatever the hell it is.
Ergo.
Well, it's spelled the same, so I'm not sure what they want. I don't know if it means like thusly or ergonomic.
Yeah, short form, ergonomic.
Well, now that I think about it, I kind of wonder how related those two concepts are.
I don't know, and I...
Oh, that got me one. I didn't realize how full I really was. My armor's off now, so what the hell.
This is tedious.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, so that's there, and if I find someone who I know is open, there's one. I can talk to him, get money for what I'm doing. I think I just dropped something, but I'll figure it out. And then as I get that done, do I have at least... Okay. We'll just pretend to buy shovels, because I don't want them, so I'll just hit Q until they're... Now he's open. Give me that back, because I do want that. See if I dropped anything of importance. But that should, that was him. Now he wants iron, so good for me. Pretend to buy, you know, obviously coal doesn't help us very much to try to work with. But, no, that's who I just, yeah. And it's like that, and then, I'm gonna find somewhere to unload some of this so I can pick that box back up. That help? Okay. Alright, so, yeah, where are we on time getting there? Yeah. That's the method, you just, they'll keep reproducing apparently. If they do run out of food, we got a couple of plots of carrots over there we can switch to, or just go buy more bread back at home. And bread is nice because it's portable, and basically a villager is 6 things of bread. You know, two sets of 3 to 2 adults, and then they have a kid. So, in theory, 200 villagers is, what, like 400 things of bread? Sounds right. Once you have 2 to start with, so. And that doesn't really take up that much space when you're stacking, so it's a thing. And they should have it. Already they have it.
Mystery partially solved. They're 2 different words.
Are they? I was wondering. Well, I guess I mentioned I was wondering. That's why it became a topic. Wait, he wants stuff. And, oh, I did drop something at some point. What's that efficiency? I mean, we can buy, well, we can just, for what we're doing, we can just use a wooden pickaxe to get away with what we're doing. It would just take forever. But we can get one that's unbreaking, and if we can get these, basically, but here, that would probably be good for us. That means opening these guys up a bit by doing what we do. And did that actually do anything for me? He's not. Wait, expert. Yeah, he needs one more level. He's just not ready. Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth, and then, you know, pretend to buy whatever, and then once he kicks over to that, give him iron, get money. Actually get more money back typically, especially when they want 3 right at the beginning than it costs to open them up in the first place. So yeah, it's never a real. If you have a little starting capital, it's pretty easy to just do this. Yeah, it's gonna get messy. Yep,
Kitty.
that's, yeah,
Different kitty.
probably. I'm just gonna get back over there and start. We have so much of these stone tools, it's just stupid. Like, there's a box full of stuff we'll never need. But if you need a, well, if you just really need a stone hatchet, or a stone hatchet for the tree, or a stone pickaxe for shovels for some reason, we can get rid of those anytime.
I think I would rather use my good hatchet and then
Just build it back up. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Let me clear some stuff up here.
Kitty, no. No.
And I'm just going to put this away because, you know, we can work with that as we want to. I seriously just don't care about this stuff. I don't want it for anything. I got more money on me now. I can actually just throw that in here. And some rocks to work with for what you're doing. I've just been doing this for half an hour instead. But yeah, it's just the sun's gonna set. The rest of this is just going through it still over and over, and we got. I guess you noticed that when I started, I dumped lava down to get going on this, and I was actually getting this. This will go away once the source block behind it isn't there. So we're now saving 4 cubic meters per level by not going out. We're going in one from now on.
Yeah, that outer rim is like at least a full stack.
Oh yeah, it's not just. It is just 4. It's 4 more than it would be, but it does take 4 stacks to. It's a thing.
And since I'm still losing more than I'm getting back every time I break our
Well, and as we get lower, we'll be incorporating the existing village, and it won't matter nearly as much. But we'll need less material each time because we'll be getting more each time we pull it up because we're just getting this stuff.
Yeah.
And whatever. But yeah, it's there's still just one iron guy.
Just one.
I guess he's just really part of the village. So whatever. We'll quit the recording for now. Get back to just doing this forever and ever, and I guess check back when either we have some progress or something better to do. One way or the other, we gotta go to bed. All right, we'll see you next time. So bye.